Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Green Tea Anime, and today I have 10 random facts about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that just really interest me. Now, if you do like what I got going on here at the channel, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. Now, with that quick introduction out the way, let's get started with number 10. So at number 10, Ed's height slowly increases over the course of the series, as he ages. He has a particularly large spike after his injury in his fight with Kimberly, but it's just another little detail that really adds some realism to the story and makes Ed feel a lot more relatable. At number 9, the timeline of Fullmetal Alchemist isn't always explained in detail, so it can be hard to comprehend, but fortunately diehard fans have run through this show enough times to figure out the gist. So, with Trisha Elric dying in 1904, the brothers attempt to resurrect her 6 years later, and the final battle with Sins actually ends in 1915. So everything kind of happens in 11 years, which is pretty crazy. With number 8, in the 9th episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the esteemed teacher of the Elric brothers actually appears in the background of a scene with her husband by her side. When Winry steps off the train in Central and shouts for Major Armstrong, the two spouses walk behind her. So quick little Easter egg. At number 7, often regarded as one of the best anime for beginners, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was created in response to the first Fullmetal Alchemist anime, as a way to stay more true to the source material since the manga had not been finished prior to the original series concluding. It became very obvious that there would need to be a second version of the story told, because it just doesn't go in line with the manga at all. At number 6, Arakawa, the creator of Fullmetal, took great pains to make sure that the details in her work were as accurate as possible. For example, Riza Hakai, the officer in the Amstrian state military and sharpshooter bodyguard to Colonel Roy Mustang, doesn't use just any gun. Her sniper rifle is a Carbiner 98 Kate. She also carries 2 F9 model 1910s. In addition to studying guns in books, Arakawa also used prop guns as drawing models, because in Japan real guns are heavily regulated. At number 5, as we all know, Fullmetal Alchemist is full of strange symbols, and all the transmutation circles actually have real life meaning behind them. The tree depicted on Edward's Gate of Truth is actually called the Sephirothic Tree of Life, wherein the circles represent different truths being shown to humanity. The tree is upside down, representing the different ways truth can be perceived and misused. At number 4, when Alphonse disappears during the brothers' ill-fated attempt to bring back their mother via human transmutation, Edward writes a blood seal on the inside of the suit armor with his right hand, showing that he's right-handed, but as moments later he pays for the return of Al's soul with the same right arm, and so afterwards he is forced to learn to write left-handed. True, he does get automa replacements for his missing arm and leg, and while those are incredibly useful for many things, an automa hand is not actually good with fine detail work like writing. So in a way, it's just another reason why Ed stands out from the rest of the crowd, because only 12% of the people in the world are actually left-handed. At number 3, the symbol on Edward's cloak and Alphonse's armor, also the one Ed uses to make Al's blood seal, is the same one that's probably most associated with Fullmetal Alchemist. And this symbol has actual real-life meaning. So the origin of the symbol is called the Cross of Flamel, and it depicts a snake wrapped around a cross. This symbol appeared throughout the text of Nicolas Flamel, a 14th century French scribe who acquired a reputation as an alchemist after his passing. It also appears on his tombstone, which he designed himself. The symbol is one of fixing the volatile. In other words, it's a creative. It's derived from the Bible verse, make a snake and put it on a pole. Anyone who's bitten can look at it and live. At number 2, in Fullmetal Alchemist, the character design for Edward consists of his gold hair and eyes, which signify that he's a descendant of Xerxes, a now extinct civilization. He also wears a red coat, black shirt and pants, and also white gloves. It's said that he wears black to hide his grease stains from his automail, but then why would he wear white gloves? It turns out the real reason for his character's color scheme once again points to real life alchemy. Gold, red, and black and white are the colors associated with the 4 phases of transmutation and the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. During the process, gold is purified with fire, red, which leaves ashes black, and these ashes are mixed in a flask with other substances called the flask of many brilliant colors that eventually subside to white. And finally, for number 1, in Fullmetal Alchemist, the Ishval Civil War is a recent scar in the history of the country of Amestris. Despite clashing over cultural and religious differences, the people of Ishval lived in relative peace with Amestris. That is, until an Ishval child was accidentally shot and killed by an Amestrian soldier. The result was first riots, then an all-out war, with Amestris ultimately being the victor. The Ishvalans were scattered across the country as refugees, and Arakawa took inspiration for the storyline from a real-life conflict between the Ainu, an indigenous people of Japan, and the Wajin, the mainlander Japanese. In 1899, the Japanese government took over the Ainu land and distributed it to the Wajin, in an effort to force Ainu to assimilate into mainstream Japanese culture. The act was in effect until 1997, and it wasn't until 2008 that the Ainu were officially recognized as the ethnic minority. So that was my top 10 random facts about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood that I found really interesting, and hopefully you found something interesting too. If not, let me know in the comments. But if you have any facts, please feel free to share, and I can't wait to hear from everyone. Again, thank you for watching.